and I'd like to wish the world and people, my friends, and everybody whom I know from childhood or from family or from work or from business associations or some new friends which I keep making a very happy Jewish year, and may Jesus Christ and the spirit of prayers only imbibe good values and goodness in us. And as there is a demon, there's also, God around. So there's a there is a super power there, watching and is omnipresent. So let's hope we have only more of positivity and stuff like that. And I really hope that people who are kind of out there to make a difference and a change, or doing their own stuff, or who are also kind of promoting or making an impact or a change, be blessed with endless success and wisdom and intellect to take everybody and drive the nation the right way and stuff, and hone and mentor people the right way, and because I think good values are highly important. And it's very easy to get swayed into, or kind of fall into the trap of negative thinking or personal experiences of people and stuff like that. And as I usually say, as long as something bad has not happened to you or impacted you, please do not make it your personal journey or your personal story, unless and until you're an activist or you're out there for a cause. And it's very important to stay hopeful, and it's very important to impart hope and positivity and support to people, because as we are now attending large format events from various country heads participating in those. And we have people of all organizations, and we have global leaders, we have diplomats, bureaucrats, we have innovators, we have global leaders talking. Everybody understands that we need to stick in together and handhold and help each other. And it's also very important to understand the consequence of the roles that we are playing when we are younger, or when we are basically in a not a very responsible job or whatever. We don't really think much before we post or before we share or before we even talk and stuff. And I rightfully believe, and I think that we need to take a pause, and we got to think through about what we are posting and what we are sharing. And this also kind of makes an impact on people who are reading and stuff. And as there was a huge debate 3 days back, which was at the PhD chamber. So there was an international conference that happened around media, and this was the first international media which was basically on rise of Indian language newspapers and the tech tide. And we got to hear a lot of stories of the veterans and the who's who in the media. And we had both the regional and the mainline papers. And the gist of all of that was that audience has a very important role to play. And I shared this yesterday, and I keep sharing this consistently as a reminder that we are not here to blame people. They're doing their jobs, even if they are doing a wrong job, or if they're reporting wrong, or they have a job to do which they've been assigned, or when they take up a role or something, it's what they're meant there to do. But as audiences who are not wanting to participate or not wanting to encourage fake news or wrong information or misrepresented facts, or let's say giving an opportunity to people or media who's dealing with FOMO, the onus lies on us. We can always say no, we can always say quits to the channels that we've been watching. I've done that, many people have done that. A lot of people shared their stories about the change they have after they've stopped watching certain kind of news channels and stuff. And the whole question about whether newspapers will go away, or will social media take over, and are we going to have more of AI and more of technology taking over and stuff. They were all addressed there. So my advice and my suggestion is that people try and participate in such events, because as what we absorb at home is not really the true story. And many a times what's reported in many papers is accurate and right as well, but not all of it is correct. And coming back to the second meet, which is about one of the largest summits on cleanliness and on important technology related to carbon and EV and emission and cars and technology and stuff like that. Very important and very crucial and phenomenal pointers were shared, and one can really say that it's important to participate in such forums to get clarity and to get real insights. And when billion-dollar companies or trillion-dollar companies or movers and shakers are participating there, the purpose and objective is to basically empower and equip people with right information and be a part and parcel of forums which are getting together to kind of take the, I won't say problems, but the challenges that we have, the persistent ones and the ones that are addressed as people are work in progress, and of course what they can see as a macro or a multi-planetary solution for the generations to come forward. They can see all of that. So the purpose is to be meeting people from all over the world and different countries and stuff, and to do a thought share, to understand that we are in this together, and we don't have to always be led by politics, or we don't have to be led only by our old school or religious biases or differences and stuff. These are my personal thoughts, and I take responsibility for what I'm sharing. I personally feel that spirituality has a bigger role to play, and intellect has a very important role to play, including science. And there were so many people there from different countries, and as we got talking, they were sharing about the harder lives that they've had in places like Hong Kong, and the change they've had to go through because of Corona and because of losing jobs and stuff like that. So what one can understand at the end of it is that it's important to set up your businesses. It's important to run your businesses on profit. It's important to be, I would say, successful. Successful is a different definition for everybody. It's important to be very happy, and the course of life can change at any point of time, because I see people leaving countries like those and coming to India and wanting to start fresh with what new realizations that they had and stuff. And looking at the other example of the other person who got laid off, and he's hard pressed and looking for a job, and he wants to actually do event management, and he wants to do his own stuff. My only takeaway was that it is not the money that he's looking for. He's actually looking at a transition of setting up his own business, and he wants to be independent on that and not be answerable or be a part of any system and stuff. So everybody has a different life, everybody has a different element or an angle or a situation. And what I could really realize is that this is the coming of, let's say, more than 50 thinkers on board, and there were more than 1,000 people working together to control disasters and to get crisis management in place, and also give opportunities to other people and entrepreneurs all across the world. And when it came to the media part of it, it was super fun being there, because we had journalists, the veteran ones, and we had the new ones, and it was exciting to see some new faces there as well. And the whole scope boiled down to the importance of global business and the importance of global thought process, and advertising and branding compared to editorial. And of course, my questions got some real good answers from ex-PwC and Hindustan Times people and stuff, and it was once again great to bond with them. I mean, it kind of brought back a lot of my memories from my PR and my marketing days and stuff. But what I really understood was that it takes a lot of people to have a bigger influence, and if you really want to influence people in a great fashion or a great manner, then we have to think great, and we have to think quality. And taking advantage of people and their small minds or small cities that they come from, and trying to get readership from them or trying to get monies from them is a pretty tuchu way of functioning and stuff. And if anybody wants to make a big difference to the lives of minds and people and stuff like that, then you have to put yourself in this place, that if you were going to be 20 years down the line, would you want to still be a part of the same Kisapeta, or would you like to be exposed to the progressive and the beautiful change and impact that's happening. This is a question which I would like everybody to address. What is the big picture here? And do you have an individual role to play as well, rather than just putting it or shifting it onto media or people and stuff and religion? Trust me, in the meetings that we had yesterday, there was not even a single mention of religion anywhere. Neither was it in the media summit, neither was it in the world summit and stuff. So it's a humble request that if politics be kept aside, and if work be done, that's a better approach to have. And it's better to stay out of arguments and debates when you have nothing positive to contribute. And it's always a great idea to be a party of discussions and be a party of including people and their thoughts and stuff, because people come from their own experiences and their own upbringings and stuff like that. And we can take personal likings at any stage for any school of thought and stuff. So we should not be looking down ideally at any school of thought, because as you travel, or as you meet people from other countries and you make new friends and stuff, you realize that there's more to what people follow, and there's more than what you and I both know, or what we all know. And collective conscience has a very important role to play in, like I usually say, the overall development, psychology, outlook, and the culture and functional and work and personal development of a country. So, leaving everybody on that note, take care. Have a great weekend ahead. I was tempted to kind of not post today, but I thought, let me do that. It's been a while, and I'm doing great guns. I'm going good, and I'm not able to hear briefly, and I think I have a little bit of my cervical coming back. But what the hell? It doesn't stop me from living my life and having fun, and kind of wanting to be a part of the bigger change, and with my own pompous and ambitious plans of my own brand and everything. So looking forward to meeting most of you there. Thank you so much for your appreciation and your feedback on meeting as well in person after watching my videos at yesterday's events. And I really appreciate the time and energy you kind of put in to reply and to SMS and message me. And thank you for those who've been sending me all their videos and showing me what's going on around the world and stuff. And if I'm not given feedback, or if I'm not replying, please do understand that I'm taken in by something else or the other, or probably the topic is of not my interest and stuff, because like I said, I like to keep away from the heavy duty topics of division and stuff, and I'd rather get into something which is more of positive influence kind of thought process and stuff. I'm not saying that religious debates should stop. I'm just saying I'd like to stay out of it and stuff. So I hope you can appreciate and understand where I'm coming from. And anything exciting around work, around nature, around design, around communication, around corporate, around retail, around sports, around media, around music, around movies, more than welcome. Please feel free to write in and send me your emails and stuff. And happy new year once again, and let's hope, like I said, more of positivity and more of joy and more of celebrations and stuff. It is amigos. Take care, have fun, and a great weekend ahead. I'm on jastinkapani.im@gmail.com. Love and luck. Bye bye. See ya.